Hi, I'm Becky Rose Dungeon Girl, and today we are playing D&D 5th Edition, the Return of the Winged Trinity campaign, which has gone on for 14th episode now, which is like the longest I've ever committed to anything, including my relationships, which is quite sad. So, today's show is apparently our stream quality is quite bad at the moment. We are not receiving video data at a fast enough rate, so I'm probably sort of doing the whole, but it should sort itself out. Um, so, yes, today's theme. Given that Britain is in the middle of a constitutional crisis and has no prime minister and stuff, I decided today's theme is the leadership, which happens to be an album by a band called Frontiers, is it? I think it was. So, if you find the song list for Frontiers, the leadership, anytime a player gets the song name into their character's speech, they get inspiration. Dun, dun, dun. That's how we do it here on the Return of the Winged Trinity. So, when last seen, the characters believed they'd just solved a murder and were about to bring the killer to justice when the Dwarven naval battleship that they've been trailing down the river of the Drekthumar River opened fire on the flotilla of ships that were blocking the river, clearing a path through, and began to sail off. So let's introduce our players. This week we'll start with Jenny.
Hello, I am Jenny, also known as Ardus Barrelmead, the blue chugging bagpiping halfling.
And Phil.
Hello, I'm Phil. I play Quillen, a sailor pirate, surgeon for a local gang. I've tagged up with this group, so we're taking them down the river, and we've hit this blockage in the river that was the wedding, and got involved in a murder, and now we're trying to dodge dwarven fire.
And Mark.
Hi, I'm Mark. Yeah, I play Savannah, who is tiger folk, a monk, and not very happy at the moment because he's too close to water.
And you notice there's no Steffi this week. This is because we voted her out in the Brexit. No, not at all. It's because she's in Scotland and they have no internet up there because we've built a wall because they're in the EU. No, her connection's rubbish tonight and she can't connect because she lives in the Highlands, which is a daft thing to do because it's in the middle of nowhere. So, if you're watching, Steffi, may I just say, and we'll get on with the game. So, the Dwarven battleship, or ironclad ship, opens fire on the flotilla, and wreckage and carnage and pieces of dead body are showered everywhere as hundreds of people are killed in a single instant. The engines of this steamship fire up, a huge cloud of black smoke engulfs the river behind it as it starts chugging forward with paddles that you cannot see that underneath the vessel. And it sails through the carnage, and where there's bits of ship in the way, it just crushes its way through. Meanwhile, you four, because I'll play Pholus for the moment. So you four were on the boat of the Elder of the River People. You have Oswald with you, the accused murderer. And what do you do as your instant reaction to unfolding events?
Savannah turns to the leader and says, "See, I told you so."
Bloody dwarves, you can't trust them.
If you'd listened to us earlier, this could have been avoided. Quillen, let's get after them.
Yeah, which way? What can we do? Back to the boat.
You sprint back to your boat. Ardus, are you following?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you sprint back to the boat, Oswald gives out a laugh and runs. The village elder looks at the carnage before him, drops to his knees, and screams. So you get back to your boat. you have to jump back on board your boat, because the boats it was moored up to have all just sort of parted and all become detached. So you leap across, and you start unfurling your sails, and Quillen, you're just straight onto the rudder or the tiller, and start steering it towards the gap and start pursuing. You've got about an hour or two of light left in this day before night falls, and as you know, navigating the river at night can be hazardous because there's no street lighting. So, because medieval. So you start pursuing this boat. It is a little bit quicker than you at first. The wind is not in your favor, but you keep it in sight. And as you pass out of the wreckage of the wedding, you see people struggling, and there's blood everywhere. There's, in some cases, pieces of people rather than whole people. Some people try to scramble on board your boat. Help us! Take us away! My daughter! My daughter! Please help my daughter! What do you do with the people trying to get on your boat and seeking aid?
I'll shout, if you want to catch those dwarves, we're going to have to leave those people.
I'll attempt to help any on board I can without stopping the boat, i.e. throwing nets overboard, anything floatable.
Okay. You get... I'm gonna roll it, because why not? Let's have a dice, it's D&D. You get 3 refugees, as it were, on your boat.
And Quillen will shout, stop chucking my stuff over the side.
It's okay, we've swapped them for these people.
So what you've got is a mother and daughter and some unrelated man have got on board the boat. They're all injured, and the man has a shard of wood that's gone through his arm. The woman's head is streaming with blood, and her daughter is coughing and spluttering and sounds like she's dying. What do you do?
Well, I'm steering the boat. So,
Quillen, have you got any first aid or potions or something on this boat?
I do, but that stuff's really expensive. Oh, come and take the rudder. I'll see what I can do.
I'll pay it back if necessary.
You need to adjust the sails or you're going to fall further behind. What do you do?
Cool, you get up there, I'll see what I can do. And I'll attempt to heal them.
Okay. I'll adjust the sails.
By what process are you trying to heal these people?
Well, first I'll examine them and use the medicine skill and any bits and pieces from my herbalism pack to try to stem the blood.
Okay, let's have... Do you want to do this as one roll or 3 separate rolls? I'll leave it up to you.
I think they'll all be different cases, so we'll do 3.
Okay, so let's deal with the guy first with the shard of wood through his arm.
And this is on the medicine roll, yeah? That's 15.
15. Okay. He's going to survive. You've patched him up, you've bandaged him up, you've removed the shard of wood. Whether his arm will survive long term, you're not sure. He's got to keep that very clean, and he's not going to be of physical use, as it were, for a bit. Let's deal with the mother whose head is streaming blood.
Oh, she's not done very well. That's a 6.
Yeah, she's going to die. There's nothing you can do. She is going to die.
That's a shame.
And
but at least
daughter.
She's out of the water.
And her daughter.
23.
Yeah, well, she's going to be fine. You recovered. She was close to dying. She was the one that was in the worst condition, but You manage to resuscitate her and stabilize her, and she'll be up and about and annoying you by the morning.
Okay. Assuming the mother is just ill, I'll cover up with a blanket or something. If she dies, I'll cover her over.
How long have I done the sales yet, or?
Yeah, so whilst he's doing that, you do the sales. Ardis is on the tiller for a bit. You're obviously directing and stuff. Let's have a survival roll to see how well the two of you navigate this ship.
Oh, heaps.
Given
Two.
that Quillen is involved, I will grant advantage on this.
Oh, thank you.
Right.
Woohoo! One of each.
Ah, fantastic.
6.
21.
Well, the natural 20 definitely covers it. So with that, you actually start gaining on the ship, on the Dwarven ship, and you get close enough to see that as you come round a bend in the river, it actually pulls over to the bank, and you get close enough, thanks to your natural 20, to see that the original Ardis, the Ardis from the past, jumps onto the Dwarven ship and is helped aboard by the dwarves. And then it sails off again. Now, he isn't taken into the ship, but one of the dwarves is outside the ship with Ardis, and they're having a discussion. Let's have a perception roll from one volunteer who's going to go to the front of the boat and have a good look
I'm totally going to have a look.
see what you pick up from it.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take over the tiller if necessary.
I'm going to use my inspiration for this. Okay, I got a 17.
Okay, what you can see, although it's partially obstructed from your view because they're at the bow of the ship, all of the superstructure of the ironclad is sort of in the way a bit, but you see the dwarf definitely hand over a bag of what appears to be gold to Ardis.
Right up Ardis' street.
And then shortly after, the boat sails close or steams, powers. I don't know how to describe that. It's sailing, I suppose. Close to the shore, and Ardis leaps onto the bank, sort of ends up on all fours, gets up, dusts himself off, and starts walking away. And the boat continues.
While Ardis, the blue Ardis, is watching that, if I finish fixing the sails, I'll go over to the group of refugees we picked up and just check them over. Is the woman dead yet?
Yeah, she's dead.
Oh, she's dead already. Okay.
And the daughter realizes she's dead and starts wailing. And by that, I don't mean she gets a harpoon out.
It's a big
Ardis, have you started playing your bagpipes again?
No, it's not me, but look, the other artist on the bank. He took some gold from that dwarf, and not in the stealing manner either, and now he's just leaving.
What do you want to do? Catch up with him?
Well, yeah, do you want to go for the dwarves?
Yeah,
or?
I want to know what the hell he's doing.
Okay, well, I'll run back to the tiller and we'll try and get the boat to the shore as quickly as possible.
Okay, so you get to the shore and moor up and make landfall, basically.
Savannah will jump off as soon as possible and run off after Ardis.
Okay, leaving Quillen and Ardis to moor the boat.
Yeah.
So, Savannah, you have the lead on the rest of the party for a bit, and you see Ardis running away from the river. He's the other side of a field and heading for a tree line. But this is uncultivated land, so the grass is long here and stuff. So he's actually quite hard to spot, and you're worried if you don't make good haste now, you'll probably lose him in this terrain.
Yeah. Okay, keep running.
And you begin pursuing. let's have a Constitution saving throw. I didn't use saving throws enough.
Yes, you do. Plenty.
Well, actually, we'll have that from everyone because you're going to give chase sooner or later, aren't you?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, that's a
I am
fail.
a stout hobbit, which apparently doesn't mean anything for Constitution in this way.
Constitution. Oh,
Oh,
yes.
but I still got 20, not a natural one.
Okay.
That's a 13 for me.
Okay. So you all end up together for a while, at which point Savannah and Quillen, clearly it's been a long day for you, and you're starting to fatigue quite badly. And Ardis, you feel okay to carry on, and certainly historic Ardis, I shall call him for the moment, is right at the edge of your view, and it is as you go through the trees and you come out the other side, and there's some rocky terrain just inland a bit, and you could pursue him into the rocky terrain, but it would be probably by yourself. These guys aren't going to keep up with you.
What's the hold up? Why are you taking so long?
Go!
Yes, too tired. Done too much.
We're gonna lose him. Do we know the vague direction this is going in?
You can see him at the moment. He's scrambling through some rocky terrain just up ahead, and the terrain's starting to undulate.
Where the hell is he going? There's nothing around here.
Okay, so I suppose it depends how long it takes me to do this, but I get out a piece of old sheet music and I start scrawling on it, "Where the hell are you going?" I intend to attach it to an arrow and fire it, obviously not to hit him, but so it gets attention probably a bit further the way he's heading.
Okay. Right. Let's see how accurately you can put it in front of him.
How accurately
On a one, you hit him.
Impale him. Yeah, I was going to say. Okay, so just like a regular attack roll.
Like an attack roll, but yeah, on a 1 you hit him, and yeah.
Yay! I lose my other self. Okay, that is an 11.
Okay, it lands off to the side and a little bit behind, so it's just not going to notice it.
Well, I've got plan B, but you might need to cover your ears for this one.
Okay. What's that?
I start getting out my bagpipes and I grin.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I love how I've become the worst in terms of bagpiping. That's my reputation with you two. So basically, I intend to play some really dissonant, high-pitched notes, which are by far going to carry the most outside.
Okay. Oh, is that just to get his attention?
Yeah, just to get his attention.
Yeah, you do see him turn around, and as he does so, you notice that he is blowing into his pipes, and at that moment just takes gets the bag pumped up, and then starts running. You think he's running an expeditious retreat.
Well, okay, how far approximately is he away from us?
What's the range of a short bow? What's that, 600 feet or something, isn't it? So we'll go for something like that.
Right. He's used a spell. There's no way I can catch up to him like that, and neither can you.
There's no way I'm going to catch him.
Sorry.
Damn it, Ardis.
Where would you be going if you were him? You were here. Where would you be heading? Do you know anyone in this area, or?
I'm just going to put up the map because obviously Jenny herself doesn't particularly know. The nearest settlement to here is a town called Riverside that's a little bit downriver, but at the moment he's running inland, and that doesn't really lead to anywhere, so it's probably that he's running from rather than to.
Are we on the eastern side of the river now, are we?
You're on the western side if you're...
Western side, sorry, yeah.
Okay.
You've been heading south and you're on the west.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Okay.
There is a town down the river. We could get back to the boat, try and head him off further down the river.
Yeah, we could try.
There's nothing else west of there for a long way. You won't be walking very far.
Oh, so I take it you wouldn't just head on to the wilderness, you'd want a town?
So you broke up there, Mark.
Oh, so I was talking. Savannah was talking to Ardis. I assume that you wouldn't just head off into the wilderness. You'd be trying to make your way to a nearest town.
Oh yeah. Where there's
Yeah.
towns, there's people, and where there's people, there's money.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
go
like
for
we
the
sure I should go then.
Okay, do you walk back to your boat or run?
I'm
Gonna have-
gonna run back.
Okay.
I'll just kind of say I'll get it started up. I'll set up the mast if I can.
Okay, let's have a constitution save from anyone running back to the boat.
Ooh, 17.
Okay. You make it in time to see your boat sailing up the river. Or so downriver.
What have you done now, Ardis? He says when he arrives.
What? My medical chest was on that boat. Oh no!
I have never said that I've been good at boats. I just wanted to help.
No, you're not on it. Somebody else is sailing it down the river.
Oh, sorry, I see.
It's
My
been
bad.
nicked. Those damn river people. Oh.
Still, I wasn't the only one who helped pull it up.
How's he sailing that with a wounded arm?
Badly, by all accounts.
Can we see who's on the ship?
Make a I'll give it to you. You can see it's being sailed by the guy you saved, and the young girl is up in the rigging of the sail at the moment.
You bastards!
Well, at least there aren't three of them.
There'll be even less when I get all of them.
So what's the range? Are they out of?
They're not that far away at the moment, but they're in the river.
Krillin, if we hit those people, can you get the boat back?
Well, if it stops, I mean, yeah, if it runs aground, we could get back on. But otherwise, if it stays in midstream, it could just keep going.
Well,
if it hits a sandbank or runs aground, well, then we've got to get it off, of course. But yeah, we can get on board again if it happens.
Yeah, well, your choice then.
Yeah, I don't want anyone taking my boat. It's no good to me if it's gone.
Okay, so what's the range?
Let's say 200 yards at the moment.
Okay, is that's out of range of any of my ranged weapons? I think.
I wouldn't know, but it's not.
Well,
You know, it's
effectively
traveling
a
faster than walking pace, but it's not traveling faster than sprinting. You have to bear in mind you're already a bit worn out.
yeah, I know you're trying to give us some stamina. We've fallen for that one before.
Well, it depends if you want to save the boat, you know. It's risk reward, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what's your ranged weapon?
It'd be the equivalent of a dart.
Oh, yeah, that you'll
That's right.
have to sprint upriver a bit for that.
Yeah. Well, I'll be travelling upriver at a comfortable pace, not sprinting.
Comfortable pace means you're going to keep pace with it for a while until you get tired.
That's about it, yeah.
So an unconcerted effort from Savannah isn't going to get the boat back.
No. But then again, he doesn't really like water anyway.
I've got no ranged weapons, so there's nothing I can do.
Alright, just wait for
Okay.
Jenny to return from AFK then and see if she can do anything about it.
So, how close is the closest I can get to it?
If you sprinted, you could get alongside it.
Did you say you needed a long-ranged weapon?
We did.
Okay, in that case, what are we firing at?
So the boat is 200 feet away.
Okay.
Savannah
Well,
had a plan.
my crossbow technically only goes to 120 feet.
So there's going to be a little bit of sprinting involved.
Yeah.
I can't find my map at the moment, but is there a loop in the river we could perhaps cut them off and get a bit closer? It's
Let
the
me
wrong way
just get
for
the
us.
whiteboard up so I can draw it and show you where you're at. So
We're
you're here on this bank where I'm drawing now. That's with splodge.
If it was a bit further up, we could have cut off that southern loop, couldn't we? And maybe
Yeah, if you were the other side perhaps, or
Yeah.
something. But
damn.
so, is anyone going to try sprinting up the river and crossbowing these people?
When you say sprint, do you just simply mean a dash, or do you mean something else?
Several turns or minutes of dashing in order to catch up with the boat and get close enough to shoot.
I'm going to opt for doing that since I've only got 25 feet in speed.
Okay, let's have a Constitution save to see if you get exhausted doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see how close I need to get to.
It's 2060 for you, Mark.
Okay, I got 11.
Given you passed all your others, I'll let it wash.
Thank you, Becky.
Yeah. Okay, so you get close enough to fire your crossbow.
All right.
See the man on the tiller and the young girl by this point is back down on the deck. The person you thought to be her mother is nowhere in sight.
I wonder if they tossed her over. Okay, so I'm going to fire the crossbow at the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Because even I wouldn't necessarily fire at a young child.
Okay.
I just find that a bit uncomfortable for now.
Let's see if you get him.
Nope, I got a 9.
Okay. So the other two. So Savannah's jogging up the river behind, not making much of a concerted effort, and in fact is losing ground to the ship. Quillen, were you giving chase?
Yeah, I'll have to follow on. There's no point in just sitting on the bank.
Are you sprinting to try and catch up?
Yeah, go on, I'll sprint. There's nothing I can do if I
Okay.
could catch it, but...
Let's have a Constitution save.
Whoa! Overtake artist. No trouble.
Yep. No problem at all. Empowered by the potential loss of your boat,
Give me my boat!
which you may or may not have paid for in the first instance.
I did.
Yeah, I know you didn't. Yeah, it's not nice to be stolen from, is it, pirate?
No, it's not.
You get up river, but as you say, you've got no ranged weapons, so you're just kind of there at the moment.
Well, no ranged weapons unless I can get into within...
You could swim.
Yeah, possibly. Is there any chance of me getting within 60 feet?
Yeah, you can do that from the bank. You
Oh,
were
really? I think
successful enough that you could do that from the bank.
Okay, I could try cantrip, sacred flame cantrip, to try and hit the boat. How much of the boat would that catch fire, though? Well, it's better. The better I burn the boat than lose it. So that's 72. So that is a... Okay, so I mutter a few words, make a few symbols, and thrust my hands towards the man on the tiller.
Okay, I'm still getting the spell card up, so
Okay.
explain to me what happens. Oh, I can't find it.
Nothing, apparently.
What do you mean nothing? Oh, I see, you've rolled a... Uh-huh. So a trickle of radiant light illuminates the path for the boat in the darkness.
The sprint just took too much out of me.
Okay. He sees that he's coming under attack and starts shouting at the girl to pull the sail in tighter, which you know is him attempting to get more speed out of the boat.
Bring my boat back!
You guys get to act again as the boat starts accelerating.
Okay. Yep, I'm gonna fire again at this guy before he speeds up any further.
Savannah will continue to jog since there's nothing he can do if he gets there.
Yeah, it's kind of slowed a bit to a slightly quick walk by now.
And I got exactly the same roll, which is a 9.
Has it picked up very much speed at the moment?
It's starting to get quicker, yeah. So what's your action?
Any chance of swimming?
Yeah, you dive into the water,
Dive into the water.
slightly ahead of the boat, and start swimming out. Savannah goes, yeah, my feet are nice and dry, I'm happy.
Yeah, water.
Okay, the boat's starting to pick up speed now, and Ardus is starting to lose a little range on the boat. So we're out to, let's say, 100 feet.
Okay.
So I think that means you'd be rolling at disadvantage now, doesn't it?
Disadvantage, sure.
No, for Ardus.
Yeah. Would I be able to dash forward first?
Yeah, you can spend this time dashing instead. I'm going to put the Constitution save on you, though, because you're pretty tired by now.
Okay. See, how come I'm getting really good rolls on all my constitutions, but not on actual firing? Okay, that's a 16.
Okay, that's fine. And this turn, Quillen arrives on the bow of the boat, and the net that was put over the side for the people you rescued is still there. So you climb up onto the deck, dripping wet.
Okay, and I'll draw my cutlass. You thieving bastards! This is my boat.
And the young girl is right in front of you with a face of shock and panic. She doesn't know what to do. What do you do?
Push her out the way and run to the rear of the
Push
ship.
her to the water, or push her just out
push
the
her
way?
out the way onto the boat. Yeah.
Okay. And you charge at the man.
Yeah.
Okay, Ardus, what do you do? You've got a round to act before Quillen gets to the man.
Alright, so I've dashed, so how far away from the boat am I now?
You're back to short range.
Remind me what short range is again? 50 feet, is it?
Yeah, you're within short range, whatever it is.
Well, I've got 30/120 is my range.
Okay, so you're almost alongside the boat, so it's like 20 foot out into the river.
Okay. I might as well actually try and get to the boat now.
Swim.
Yeah, I'm going to try and swim or wade,
Okay.
however deep the river is.
The boat has accelerated a little by now, though. That's the thing. Just so you're aware. Okay. So let's have a survival roll from you. I'm going to set the DC at 13.
Okay, come on. Nope, an 8.
Oh dear. You start trailing behind the boat as it's leaving you behind. You're just not quick enough. Quillen, you arrive at this man who's stolen your boat with your cutlass drawn.
Yes. Point the cutlass at
He
him.
has pulled a large knife out.
Okay, it's only going to go one way then.
Let's have initiative. Oh dear. You both hesitantly face each other off for a moment before he lunges forward at you, missing completely. It would have hit, but you easily sidestep it, and you lay down your cutlass, attempting to put it across his back, but rolling a
6. I don't know, what's my adjustment on that? That is not going to be very high still, is
No,
it?
it's not enough.
No, it's
So
not.
as you attempt to you sidestep him, you try to slash down with your cutlass, he moves forward, and the fight spins around the wheel. Meanwhile, Ardus, you're faced with the choice of basically swimming back to the bank, really.
Okay, so I sort of my swim of shame go back to the bank.
Savannah will help Ardus out of the water if he gets there.
Yeah, you're probably trailing by a good few minutes, unfortunately, Savannah, because you didn't want to risk that.
That's okay. I don't care if Ardus drowns.
Okay, so second round of combat, the guy puts a solid hit into Quillen's arm,
Ooh.
doing 7 damage.
7. Strength,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
You and your kind, ruining our way of life.
What do you mean? You're one of the thieving bastards pinch people's boats.
Is that 10 your
That is
retaliation?
10, yeah.
Total bonus.
That's attack bonus is... That makes that 14.
Yeah, I'll give you that. It's not
Woohoo!
a particularly strong combatant, so let's have you damage.
It's a D6, isn't it? D6, that's 6.
6 total. Okay, you as he lands into your arm, his knife gets a bit caught and he has to yank it out, which gives you the opportunity to stab him in the gut. Oh! I need to get back to my people. I can't get this wet. What have you done? You've killed me.
I'll send you back to your people, alright?
Okay, you get an opportunity basically to boot him off the boat now if you so choose.
Yep.
And you do. He lands into the water and he starts swimming towards the shore at the other side, with the trail of blood in the water. And just as he gets close to the shore, you see a load of bubbling around his body, and he disappears under the water screaming.
Ah.
Just because it was more dramatic. Okay, you get the boat back under control, get it to the shore, and a very wet Ardus and a very dry Savannah arrive at the bank. You've now lost track of the dwarves.
Can you put it down a plank so I don't have to go in the water?
Oh, hey? You let me do all the work, and then you want a blooming red carpet to come aboard.
No, carpet's okay. Just a plank will be fine.
I'll sling down a plank.
Okay, the light is now really going. We're well into twilight now, and as you all get on board and the last bit of daylight is fading, you see in the distance downstream from where you are what looks like a kind of a beam of light. It's emanating from the river, but downstream. Ahead where the dwarves, that direction towards Little Dock. Not Little Dock, sorry. Crack, I don't know my own place name. Riverside.
Riverside.
Yeah. So it's somewhere down there. It seems to be coming from the river, and it's not something you've seen before.
Come on, after them.
It's very dangerous. We won't be able to see anything.
I can see plenty.
We want to stand at the front of the boat, and that's very dangerous. No one sails at night around here.
No, I can't really see much at this point.
Well, if you want to handle the sails, I can guide the boat.
Quillen?
As I say, it's very dangerous.
Well,
very dangerous.
It's your boat, but we've got to get these bastards.
Well, we don't know what that is downriver yet, do we? Do we have any idea of how far away it is downriver?
What would I know?
It's difficult to place because this isn't some. It looks like an atmospheric effect, and it's not something you've ever witnessed. But you'd guess, really, really rough guess, that could be way, way inaccurate, but a mile maybe.
Hmm.
So we could go across land, leave somebody on the boat to guard it, and see what's going on.
We're not leaving my boat unguarded again, if that's what you think.
The young girl is still on board, by the way. What do you do with her?
You can tie her to the mast.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so I sort of stride up to
I was
her.
just doing what he said because he's a big guy, and I was just doing what I was told.
I'm kind of about her height, I suppose.
Yeah, well, Artis strolls up and looks him right in the eye. Her right in the eye.
I was just doing what I was told. He was a big, scary guy.
Well, I may not be big, but I'm also scary. Come on.
What you doing?
So I sort of drag her to the mast and start tying her up.
What's this? Why? I can help. I'm good at sailing.
This is the naughty mast. You stay here.
Oh. My nan used to do naughty mast to me when she looked after me.
I doubt I kind of give her a weird look and then walk
Still
off.
got the scars on my leg.
I just keep on walking.
It's nothing compared to the scars on my back from my dad.
You won't have to worry about him anymore. It's all fine.
That wasn't my dad. My dad's scary. He'll have you.
Colin will shout down from the back of the boat. Well, he's not here, so shut up.
Kids.
What do we do about this dwarf ship? Are you seriously think you can sail after him in the dark? Because we can't even see the rigging.
Well, I can steer the boat a true course, but if you can't see the rigging, that's not going to help very much.
I think we're going to have to stay here the night and carry on first thing. First thing, no sleeping in, Cat.
I was thinking more of you stay with the boat and I'll go and see what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Bear in mind you're all quite tired. Just want to make that point.
We'll stay here and have some meat and some bread and a couple of ales, and he can wander off into the dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if it's about a mile, it should only take an hour.
He's a cat.
Yeah, it shouldn't take too long.
He can go off roaming and hunting while we eat like real men.
However, after about 10 minutes, Savannah, you realise that the light is moving downstream and it appears to be moving quicker than you.
Okay, in that case, I'll report back.
Okay.
And have a good night's kip. With meditation and all the other things.
Okay. You get a good night's rest. You wake up. Birds are tweeting and doing their morning song.
Shut up!
The girl is starving and letting you know. Also, my wrists hurt.
Yeah, your flesh and
Propped up
bones.
all night. I couldn't.
I don't care.
Ache everywhere. Please, I'll do anything. Please let me go. Just let me go.
I know you're role playing, but can I have inspiration for that, please?
Oh, what was?
I said flesh and bones.
Oh, you did. Well done.
Thank you.
First song off.
Yeah.
Don't make me waste one of my spells on you, kid. But you're really annoying me now.
Just let me go. What are you keeping me for? What do you want?
Yeah, just let it
We
go.
want you to shut up.
Don't-
It's as
don't
simple
pro-
as that.
I've been tied to a mast all night in an upright position. How do you think I feel right now? I don't want my mom.
I am permanently blue. We all have our problems.
I'm furry.
Okay. After realizing that this child could not be rationalized with, and presume you feed her at least.
Oh yeah.
So, do you untie her
Absolutely.
in order for her to eat, or are you force feeding her, or what?
I would say untie her to eat.
Yeah.
Okay, she tries to run off the boat.
Okay,
Nope.
bye.
Let her go.
Okay, if you guys say let her go, then alright, I do.
Okay. Oh, she'll be back later. Sorry.
Have a nice swim.
She heads for the shore because you were moored up to the bank,
Oh,
and
right, okay.
then starts heading back towards the river people in that direction for now. Mwahaha.
Sorry, was there any evidence when we got back on the boat of the other body? Or was that
Of
gone?
the mother, no.
Yeah, okay.
No. Okay, you head presumably downstream on your boat, and soon enough, sure enough, you come across the town of Riverside. And it's at this point, I think it might be a good idea to do a tide change.
Mm-hmm.
So, who here knows what a tide change is? We only have one viewer, unfortunately, so we're not going to get many votes. But who here knows what a tide change is?
Normally it goes into like a Facebook group.
Yeah. Well, I've got the Dungeon Gull Facebook page. So, the idea is you each give an idea of a plot twist that happens now. So you've arrived at Riverside and something has happened. So we each give an idea of some twist to the story that happens here, and then we vote on which one we go for.
Okay. The dwarves are in the process of demolishing it.
Okay. Let me just get the poll created and just how do I even? It does.
I don't think you can actually create polls on a page, which is really annoying.
That is incredibly annoying. Let me just.
Yeah. I've tried it before. Like, oh, what do you want to see? And I tried to put stuff, but no.
Okay, well, we can't do it with a poll, but we can still do it on the group. So, Phil's option, the players. Hang on, I should title this Tide Change. Oops.
Oh, Ronnie's in the chat.
Option. Oh, hello, Ronnie. So, Phil's option is that the players discover the dwarves in the process of destroying Riverside. Okay, Mark and Jenny.
Okay, I think the town is completely missing. It's just barren landscape there. No buildings have ever been there.
No town has ever been there. Jenny.
I was thinking that it could be under quarantine due to some kind of widespread illness.
Because of a widespread illness / plague, is it idea?
Yeah, like
Yep.
some kind of plague, yeah.
Right. And I've got to give one, and I'm going to say that historic Ardus is there waiting with the town guard accusing you of thievery.
Of what?
And thievery and
Oh, thievery.
murder. Yeah, thievery and murder. And he's got them convinced.
Oh, guilty as charged.
Yeah, good.
Okay, so that is published now in the Dungeon Girl Facebook group. I'll put the link in various chat places so you can go and cast your votes, and we will see what the votes say. And in the meantime, let's go have a cup of coffee.
Okay, back in a minute.
And I'm back. So let's see how the voting's going.
How are we voting on that, Becky? Just put it in the
Yeah,
comments or
just
something.
comment with your option.
Okay. I can't. Oh, there it is.
So we've got 2 votes in so far. Third vote, hang on, let's get that in. So we've got 2 for Historic Ardus and 1 for the Quarantine, but no vote from Mark just yet. See which way that takes. I think he's too busy making himself a cuppa.
Yeah.
Thank you for your vote, Ronnie. We've got a couple of other audience members at the moment. So, Glenn, I see you're watching. Hello, Glenn. So feel free to go on to the Dungeon Girl Facebook page and vote for the tide change. The options are Phil's option: the players discover the dwarves in the process of destroying Riverside. And Mark's option: the town is completely missing, like no town has ever been there. Fuck knows what to do with that one, but it sounds like it's going to go Cthulhu. Jenny's option: the town is under quarantine because of a widespread illness or plague. And then my option is Historic Ardus is there, waiting with the town guard, accusing you of thievery and murder, and he's got them convinced. And no, Glenn, they caught the murderer, or who they believed was the murderer, although apparently there was more to it than they realised. And the dwarves blew the ceremony up and made their escape. And so that's 3 votes for Historic Ardus. So that's the one we've got to go with. So you arrive at the Riverside docks. You're desperate for supplies because low on food and stuff. So you land in the harbour, the little dock area there. And as you make landfall, there is the harbour master, 3 town guard, and a smug-looking Ardus. His pockets jingling with bags of gold. Going, gotcha. The harbour master says, excuse me, you'll need to come with me and put your weapons down.
What's that?
We have business to discuss, and I need you to surrender your weapons. Oh, Jenny's not back. Fuck. We'll do that again in a moment. Gives me a chance to think of the actual plot line here, because I have no idea. I didn't plan because, tide change. I can see how tide changes could take you down this whole path of continuously doing tide changes, because you're like, it's not like you've got any kind of planning or pre-thought when you don't know what's going to happen. So you get to a point where you're a bit stuck and just tide change.
I always like the idea of the players coming up with plot ideas anyway, and the DM going along and sort of filling in when they have to.
Yeah, hence the sitting down murder last week.
Yeah.
But you never got the motive.
No, not really. But we know the spare part got to the ship.
Yes.
And we know Ardus took it there and got paid for it. Well, or something.
The spare part got to the ship. It is working. And sailed off. That much is definitely true. The rest I leave you to speculate for now. But yes, there's more to it. So welcome back, Jenny. So we're all back, and the winner of the vote is Historic Ardus is waiting with the town guard, accusing you of thievery and murder, and he's got them convinced. I've got to think of what thievery and murder he's got them convinced of. So You arrive in Riverside in the docks. You're desperate for a few supplies, so you nip into the town. You make landfall, and waiting for you is the harbour master, 3 town guard, and a very smug-looking Ardus, his pockets jingling with gold. Gotcha. And the harbour master says, I'll need you to come with me and surrender your weapons.
Right, what have we done? We've just arrived.
Yes, but we are one peoples on this river, and we have matters to discuss.
What matters? And how come you know him? Pointing at Ardus.
Ardus has brought us some information and evidence.
Evidence?
Oh, he has he?
I will need you to surrender your weapons now, please.
Well, I'd be careful of him if I was you. He's not trustworthy at all.
Which is just what a villain would say in this situation. So
I
if you
thought-
surrender your weapons, please, and we'll go to my office, and we'll go through all of the details that I've got stored in my little black book. Yes, that's one more off the list.
What
Thank
details?
Which was one of
Scott,
those,
you
by
have
the
no
way.
idea who we are.
Well, you accuse us of thievery, but I can tell you now, you got the thief with you. I mean,
Yeah. I'll surrender my weapons if he does as well.
he's the one with all the gold. Check it.
This young gentleman is not under arrest.
Then we're not surrendering weapons.
The town
Alright.
guard tense up a little bit.
You don't believe us when we say that he's a thief? Let's see, it would be a few months ago by now. He stole a rather nice emerald ring, and he stole it from a rather wealthy gentleman who he played to at an event way back when. He still has it on him, in fact.
Ardus, would this... Wait. You look the same.
Arrest him!
Yeah, it's that one you want. No, we've got one as well.
They come in blue.
You...
Black's an optional extra.
Right, all of you, including you, Ardus, come with me. And please, surrender your weapons. We'll sort this out.
As long as he surrenders his.
And he willingly hands over his rapier.
Okay, yep, Savannah surrenders his weapons.
Reluctantly, Quillen will hand over his weapons.
And Ardus? I don't know, I've got a face full of food.
Does he insist on taking my bagpipes because you only mentioned a rapier for the other Ardus?
Indeed. He still has his bagpipes.
Okay. In that case, I take out my rapier, I take out my crossbow, take my 2 daggers out, but hand over the bagpipes.
And
That's
other
not
Ardus,
a weapon, except for a weapon of love and bringing people together.
other Ardus does exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
And you walk over to the harbour master office with the town guard following you. And inside, it's a stuffy old building with wood-panelled walls and files of paper and in shelves all around most of the room. Pictures of large sailing ships up on the wall, and 3 of them, and an old oaken desk that's seen many years of service, and a tattered leather chair which the harbour master hobbles round to and sits down on. His greying hair and aged skin as he sniffs and gets out his little book. and opens it. You are accused of being in possession of the vessel upon which I saw you sail in on.
Well, that's obvious.
Property of Mr. Mercer.
Who's Mr. Mercer?
Who?
No, that's my boat.
No, it's his boat. His boat.
Definitely his boat.
I've been through.
Registered in the city of Moraine to Mr. Mercer. Known on this river for a number of years now, Mr. Mercer is a lovely chap and last passed through on his way to Arwent 2 weeks ago.
He sold me that boat just under 2 weeks ago.
What he told me when I last spoke to him. You are also accused of a murder.
Whose murder?
Perhaps we should go look at the body. He stands up.
But we've just arrived. How could we murder someone if you got the body when we weren't even here?
He walks slowly around his desk to the door, the other end of the front of the office, opens it up and reveals another room behind. It looks like it's a storeroom, but in the middle is a table that's been hurriedly placed there by all accounts, and on top of it is a body covered in a cloth. Gather round, he says. He walks his way around the table to stand by the head. Waits for you to get in position around the table before pulling the cloth away to reveal the woman from yesterday.
Well, that's just a body you've dragged out of the water.
With a head wound by a large concussive impact.
Yes, that's
So-
right. I addressed that yesterday.
The ground then?
She hit her head. I mean, doesn't mean anyone killed her.
She was found in the river, as was this sodden crossbow bolt. And the two were found very close together.
Well, it's obviously she wasn't hit by a crossbow bolt.
You can
No,
see
it's the
that
wrong
is a
type of
large
wound.
concussive impact to the side of her head, and this is a crossbow bolt that delivers a concussive wound. It was found in the river near her and is sodden from a night
Can I
spent
just
in the water.
point out that there are two of us here with identical crossbows?
Can I just point out that your quiver had less bolts in it?
Well, we've got to eat. So we've been hunting.
Yours has 7. This one
Also, I'm
has 10.
skinned. How do I know that Ardus hasn't restocked when he got here? He seemed to have a lot of money.
Hold on. There's been a large number of deaths upriver. Have you talked to the people, the riverfolk upriver from here?
That a confession of more murders?
No, it's a statement of fact. The dwarves were killing
Send
people.
runners, or send a boat up there. You'll find out.
Dwarves are killing people now. That's your excuse.
Yeah.
I don't have anything. You don't need any excuse. I'm just telling you that there will be a lot more of bodies floating down the river shortly, and we can't kill all of them. We're here.
Well, if your story was true, then somebody has killed all of them, and you appear to be the only one who knows about it.
Only because
I
you
said
haven't
it's with
sent
a
anybody upriver.
Well, talk to your friend there. He knows all about it.
Yeah, we're perfectly happy to stay here while you send somebody.
I could beat it out of him.
I think you should be staying in our jail whilst you wait.
I don't think that's a good idea.
To be honest, I don't even think that's necessary.
No, you've got no evidence at all.
I have a body, I have a weapon, I have a quiver short on bolts.
Give me 5 minutes. I can pull in a body and accuse you of a murder if you want. That proves nothing.
And a witness for person you instantly accused the moment you saw him.
Yeah, well, if someone's got that much gold on them, then obviously someone's paid them to be a witness. Have you ever seen that much gold in one short person before?
I tell you what, I've never seen before is two people with identical equipment, and yet one of them is shorter on crossbow bolts than the other.
Having identical crossbows doesn't mean that you would have the same amount
You
of
have
bolts.
identical everything bar skin colour, gold, and the
That's
number
not-
of crossbow bolts you hold.
That's not how it works. We're two different
I have to
people.
say, the evidence does not look in your favour.
I'm just confused now.
Well, everyone knows blue people are more truthful.
I flopped down on a chair or sort of on a cushion or whatever, and I'm just sort of scratching my head, sort of shaking my head. Like,
I mean, honestly, what makes this one's version better to you?
The supporting evidence.
He was here first.
A crossbow bolt in the river, pulled out by our own guardsman last night, or in the early hours of this morning, near where the body was found floating, and the fact that you have bolts missing and they appear to be of the same type.
Well, I mean, our blue friend's not the only person to have a crossbow or bolts. Just because he has less, just means he's cheaper and didn't buy as many.
yeah, you can check my pockets. I'm absolutely skinned.
These bolts come from a rain. Not only that, but they appear to be of the same age. This bolt appears to be of the same age as the bolts in your quiver, whereas the bolts in that quiver in the other Ardis, well, so he still calls the other one Ardis, he doesn't know your name. So whereas the bolts in Ardis's quiver are newer.
What? How is that possible?
Well, like you said, you're different people.
But he's older than me. He's... Oh, forget it.
It's actually the other way round.
Oh yeah, so it is.
I think on the scale of the evidence, I'm going to have to prosecute you for murder.
There is no proof.
Yeah, definitely no proof.
At least you should send a boat upstream to talk to the riverfolk. They know we didn't kill anyone.
In fact, I helped this one. Look at the wound. It's been treated.
And the harbour master waits here and stumbles out of the room. He goes into the adjacent office, opens the front door. Is he out of the infirmary yet? Good. We'll hear the case this afternoon and hang them tomorrow.
What? But you haven't proven anything.
I'm sorry, but I have a witness, a murder weapon, and a motive. What more do I need to prosecute your case?
Don't you find it kind of strange that this halfling turns up, knowing all this stuff, suddenly I appear, having identical, distinguishing characteristics?
It's certainly something I've not seen before, but then I've not seen anyone who's blue before. I don't know what species you are, and I'm not overly interested. What I know is I have a motive, the theft of a boat. I have the murder weapon, a crossbow bolt missing from your own quiver. I have a body.
But it's not my boat.
And I have
It's
a
his boat.
witness. Oh, we shall try you all. The judge will determine which of you is guilty.
At least let the cat go free. He hasn't done anything. And neither have we, but he's got nothing to do with this.
I tried to help, but I know what's going on here.
The judge will decide this evening. You'll spend the day in a prison cell until then.
Nope, that's not going to happen.
That is just not on. That's so not fair.
Well, fairness is determined in a court of law. You can present your case to a judge.
Nope, that's not going to happen.
No, we probably can't let you do that.
No, you've obviously listened to too many lies, so we can't be trusted. Just like this one here.
You are aware, are you not, that this is not my witness? I assume you know that, given you were there.
No, we don't know who your witness is.
No, we can take guesses that there's other people being paid to lie, but we're not going to stand for it.
Okay,
Yeah.
who is your witness then?
In the infirmary right now, but he'll be here soon.
Yeah, got an injury to his arm, I take it.
No, to his gut.
Oh yeah, okay. His arm as well, because I treated that as well.
The guy that tried to steal my
no,
boat.
he did have an injury to the arm as well, didn't he? Sorry. Yes, and to the gut.
The guy that tried to steal my boat.
Yeah, the guy who tried to steal the boat. Yeah.
Your stolen boat.
Yeah, you obviously believe.
Stolen boat. You've not proved it's a stolen boat.
You obviously believe thieves and liars. So while we're willing to wait around while you send people upriver, we won't do it in jail.
Oh, sorry, but I don't think the town guard will let you go.
Okay, tough.
It's not really
I'm
up
leaving.
to me, you understand.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but
Yeah, and you're a harbour master. What sort of authority have you got to hold us?
You're in my harbour.
We were in your harbour. We're now out of your harbour in a building.
Yep.
In my harbour.
Mm-hmm.
I think personally, as I'm sure the rest of you do, you're being extremely unreasonable.
In what way?
This witness. Well, you need to show us this witness.
In a court of law this afternoon.
We don't need to see the witness. We know he'll lie because he already tried to steal the boat once.
Your stolen boat.
I have no idea about that. He tried to steal the boat we were on.
It belongs to Mr. Mercer, registered in Moraine, not this gentleman.
Do you have papers to prove that?
I know Mr. Mercer. I've known that boat for many years.
Okay, I'm not really interested in that. It's a separate issue. Take it up with Quillen at some other time, but we're leaving now.
Okay, so are you storming out of the room? Or out of the office? Okay, as you get outside, if that's what you're doing, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm just debating whether we should take the harbour master with us by force, if you see what I
mean.
He's certainly too old to resist. He's not a strong man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got some strength, but you know, he's old and frail.
Can we take an Ordis with us?
Yeah.
Both of them.
Oh,
go on then.
Roll for initiative.
Hey. Okay.
Well, this is going to end violently.
Oh, natural 20.
Okay,
Right.
don't forget to please get your counters up in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I'm doing that now.
I've lost my initiative bonus. Oh, there it is.
It's going to be Savannah first.
Okay, what does Savannah see?
Okay, obviously the corpse of the woman. You're all stood around a table. Ardus is stood next to the harbour master near the head. The rest of you are down the sides and the feet. And there's a door behind you, which leads into the front office. And directly opposite that is another door, which you haven't yet busted through, but you know town guard are out there.
Okay, is the harbour master armed?
Make a perception roll.
I think it's +2 on that, isn't it? So I think it'd be 13.
He has something to his side, but you don't recognise what type of weapon that might be. If it is a weapon, it could be a telescope.
Okay, and have we seen any other weapons in this area?
Not in this office, no. Just the stuff you brought in. There's obviously his crossbow bolt, and he's got the 2 quivers.
Okay, I would attempt to restrain the harbour master, stop him from calling out.
Okay, let's have a grapple check. So that's athletics or the other one acrobatics. You take your pick. Which?
Acrobatics. That's 14.
Okay, you beat him.
Okay, so restrain him. I check whether he does have a weapon.
Okay, make a knowledge check. Just trying to think what skill it would be, because knowledge itself isn't a skill, is it? I haven't got a character sheet in front of me.
No,
How organised of me.
What kind of thing are you thinking of?
Well, it's understanding what this contraption is that the guy's holding. But I found a character sheet, so let's go for...
Investigation?
Yeah, I think so.
I haven't a clue what this thing is.
No, it's some kind of telescope, you think.
Okay, I take it off him and chuck it into the corner of the room there.
Because telescopes are so dangerous.
Yeah, it looks like a weapon. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to chuck it away.
It looks fragile.
It'll break then.
Okay, you throw the musket into the corner of the room. It goes off. Let's have a random roll to see if it hits anybody. On a 12 or more, it hits a random person in this room. Oh dear. Alright. On a 1, it's the corpse. On a 2, it's the harbour master. On the 3, it's historical Ardus. On a 4, 5, 6, Mark, Phil, Jenny. That was historical Ardus.
Yay!
Doing 6 damage. It is a strange dwarven contraption. You're all now deaf.
What?
Oh,
What was
weird.
that thing? Oh!
What?
Jenny, can I just ask how many hit points Ardus has?
Yes. 23.
Okay, thank you. Right, so that was your go. I believe next, I think, is Quillen.
Yeah. I'll move out of that room where the body is into the other room and try and check out. Is there any other windows or anything?
Yeah, there's a window on the same wall as the door, and your weapons. And just hope I don't get a 1. I did. Your weapons are with the town guard.
All right, so they're outside then.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll move out of this room, and as I go past historic artist, I'll tread on his foot and go and look out the window and see if I can see anything.
Let's just have a d20 roll to see if you just do a point of damage there to historical Ardus as you go past him.
11.
Yeah, with your pluses, we'll give you that. You
Ooh.
Right, you head to the window, you look outside, you see the town guard. 2 of them are playing with your rapier, looking at... Well, they basically got Savannah's wrist blades, and they're holding them completely wrong, like they're swords. And they're basically mock fencing with each other.
So I'll relay that information to they're just mucking around.
No, no one can hear you.
All right.
And let's see if Ardus beat everyone else. Yes. No, you didn't. You missed them by 1. So, the harbour master is restrained by Savannah, so he can't do much. However, the big bang alerts the guards outside. The 2 that were mucking around with the weapons don't really react that quickly because they're more sort of, what? Oh, where's our weapons? The other one, however, does react and blows a whistle that you can't hear. Ardus.
Okay. So I'm. Can I see these people who are mucking around with our weapons?
They're in the other room, so you aren't really aware of them at the moment.
Okay.
Sorry, they're outside the other room. There's no window in this office. This is just like a little storeroom type thing.
In that case, I'm gonna grab Ardus if at all possible.
Is this like a grapple? Is it effectively? Yeah.
Well, it's just to try and sort of restrain
Okay.
his hands around his back.
Let's have acrobatics or athletics.
Totally the former.
Actually, it'll be the same for both of you, isn't it? You're fighting yourself, so it's just a straight d20 roll in effect.
14.
You grapple Historic Ardus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so at the end of this round, you have the Harbour Master and Historical Ardus grappled, and you can now hear again. And it's over to Savannah, so you're going to presumably make your way out with this guy.
Yes, I think. Yeah, I think we need to get to the ship. So yeah, I think threatening moves to the harbour master, big claws to the throat, sort of thing.
Okay.
Just say, can't
Him
we?
in front.
Can't we sort of magic him? And
Oh, well, that's boring. But Ardus?
Ardus is engaged with Ardus at the moment. In
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry, hands are full.
Yeah, no, come on, let's get out of here.
okay,
Okay, so to drag this guy, you've got to make another grapple check, but I'm going to give the Harbour Master disadvantage now. So he only got 11.
Well, yeah, so even without any bonuses, that's
easily.
15.
So you drag him into the front room, and you get about as far as the door by this point. Quillen.
I sort of like tell him there's 3 of them out there. They've blown a whistle. He's got a whistle in his hand.
In fairness, I don't know if you've really heard that or not.
No, but I must be able to see him. If I look out the window, I can see him.
Okay,
Put it
yeah,
to his
no,
mouth
that's fair point.
Yeah.
That's fair point.
So there's 3 of them.
Well, we can either make a stand here and fight him in the doorway, or we can try to get to the boat.
Okay, so
What's your choice? What do you want to do?
I'll open the door for you. You can push him out. So I'll pull the door open.
Okay, you open the door, and the guard that had the whistle has got halberd with him. The other 2 are picking up their halberds. What do you do?
Shout, hold, if you value his life.
Okay, Ardus.
Mm-hmm.
Presumably you're trying to drag Historic Ardus.
Yes, for now.
Okay. Likewise, I'm going to give him disadvantage as you've already grappled him.
So another grapple roll, yes?
Yep. Although in your case it's really just a straight d20, but I've given him disadvantage, so... I think that's kind of the crazy thing with the grapple check, like repeating it every turn. It's kind of odd.
Yeah, you beat me by a long way. I got a 3.
Oh dear. So he breaks 3 and reaches for his bagpipes.
Okay.
What? I don't actually know your spells, so...
Yeah, well.
How would you fuck yourself up, Jenny?
Yeah, well, you said that he had expeditious retreat, which implies that he has different spells from me.
Ah,
'Cause I
right,
don't have
yes.
expeditious retreat.
Tell you what, how many spells does he have?
He has 2 cantrips, 6 level 1s, and 2 level 2s.
Okay, we've got those 3. Sorry, how many cantrips? 6, did you say?
No, 2 cantrips.
Oh, 2 cantrips.
6 first level spells, 2 second level spells.
And... Da-dum. Okay, I've got a spell list. I wonder what it is.
Before he casts a spell, would I be able to cast something? Since
Who wins on initiative? No, I do.
Okay, alright, never mind then.
So, there's one obvious spell there, but let's just have a little look there. Ooh. 1 to target everybody, or 1 to target just you.
What is that?
Could you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh, can I make something like a charisma save? That's like a lot more convenient.
No. Not what the spell card says.
No.
Against your own spell save DC.
Yeah, that's a fail.
You are entranced by his music playing. So entranced, in fact, he's cast Hold Person on you. You're just amazed. You're looking there, watching what he's doing with the fingering on the bagpipes. It's incredible. How is he doing that? It's astounding. You have to watch just to learn what he's doing. And a new turn. So, oh no, sorry, the guard's outside. So yes, one of the guards with the halberds basically runs to the doorway because he wants to try and keep you inside. So he tries to thrust the halberd at you. He ignores the fact that you're holding the harbour master. Is calling your bluff. So, he's going to attack. I suppose Quillen, you opened the door, didn't it?
Yes.
Oh, he cautiously and nervously, worried about the fact that Savannah tries to dangle the harbour master in his way, he pulls his blow back and misses badly with a terrible roll. Over to you guys. So Savannah first.
Okay, so obviously the harbour master isn't going to be any use as he's not going to stop them attacking anyway. So I throw him out of the door and attack the guy with the halberd.
Okay, so this is a fist attack, isn't it?
Yeah, this is claws and unarmed attack.
Okay.
Which is fairly good still with...
You actually, just you read, the two guys that were playing around with your weapons, the rapier and your arm blades, they've gone to get the halberds, which propped up against the side of the hut just further on from the door, leaving your arm blades and the rapier on the floor. So it's just this one guy to get past. If you wanted, I would allow you to make an acrobatics roll to get past him and get to your arm blades and get them on. But if you failed, the guy's going to get an automatic hit and roll damage.
Yeah, no, I think I'd prefer to attempt to engage this guy so that Quillen can get past and get his rapier, because I'm still fairly good with claws damage.
Okay. Then let's do that.
Okay. So this is going to be 2 attacks and flurry of blows, so 3 attacks.
Yes, monk.
So that's 1 point of key used. So that's a 3, 16, 17 with... I think I still get the bonuses.
AC
I think
14.
it's... yeah, so 2 of those are hits.
Okay.
I think it's 1d4 plus a bonus, isn't it, on the...
Yeah, it would usually be your strength or dex bonus, probably dex, given that you're a monk.
Yeah, it's dex, yeah, that's right, plus 4, so...
2d4 plus 8.
Yeah.
Total.
Yeah, so that'd be 10 then.
Okay, you certainly beat him around a lot, and he's certainly knocked back by it. Even it's a serious pummeling to the face you've just given him. So yeah, he staggers back somewhat from the blow, giving Quillen the chance to burst past and get to his rapier, and possibly even your arm blades too, if you want, Quillen.
Yeah, if I can do, yeah. It's Artis's rapier though. My cutlass.
Oh, your cutlass, yeah.
Yeah.
They're all there. They're all there.
Okay, I'll grab that. I'll grab mine. And if I can, at the same time, throw Savannah's back to him.
Yep. Let's have an athletics check.
Athletics.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this DC 14 because he's engaged in combat and stuff. So.
Oh, that's wrong. I'll do push the wrong button. Oh dear me. Yep,
Yeah,
that's an
that
awful
didn't help.
fail.
What the bloody hell are you doing?
They bounce awkwardly is what goes wrong, because they're quite long and ungainly things not meant to be thrown through the air, and they kind of boing into the ground and tumble sideways, and just go completely the wrong way. Meanwhile, you're aware that Ardus is behind you now, so he's obviously come with you. However, Ardus, you actually hold a person in the other room whilst you're just mesmerised by the sound. It's just so amazing. It's incredible.
Can I just ask, with regards to whole person, if Arda sort of started moving around, would I kind of be dragged with him, as it were, or would I just be sort of in position?
It, according to the spell, you're in position, but of course, the way I described it, I think you're actually just going to kind of follow slowly behind, just mesmerised, like a Greek siren.
Mhm. Mhm.
So.
You can see me sort of drooling a bit at the mouth.
But yeah, as far as the other two are aware, because of course, we're two identical people, even with the skin colour changes and stuff. But you're kind of just aware Ardus is there. He's apparently playing bagpipes, so he must be doing something effective. Savannah. Oh, no, the guys have got to attack you, haven't they? So yeah, the guy attacks back at Savannah. I suspect that's going to be a hit.
AC
That'll be in the 20s. So
AC 16, yeah, over the bonuses, yeah.
Yeah. And he rolls 9 damage.
Okay, he's a bugger.
So yeah, he gets a fairly sizable strike on you, actually. Meanwhile, the other two, of course, have now got their halberds, and they are now facing up to Quillen. So next turn they will attack. So Savannah, you're unarmed. Your arm blades are bouncing off towards the docks.
So we're outside now. How far are we from the boat?
You're a few turns of sprinting.
Okay, so we need to deal with these guys here. I think I'm just going to attack the guy in front with 2 attacks.
Okay.
My normal 2. I think there's a +4 on that, isn't there, from the bonus? So that'd be 14
bonus
max.
plus proficiency bonus.
Proficiency would be 2 with hands and claws, wouldn't it? So 16 and then nothing. I think it's that 1 hit.
Missed by 1, so on the other one. So yeah, that's 1 hit. So D4 plus 4.
Damn, I was going to roll a D20. Okay, that's a 7.
Okay, he actually you as you launch into him again, and you elbow him, you uppercut him, headbutt him, knee him in the nuts and stuff, and he goes down. It's just like a chain of successive blows that just send him toppling down. Quillen, you're facing 2 people.
Right. I'll try and, if I can, if I've got room for movement, I'll try and move so one of them's behind the other, just to limit their attack option.
Okay, so you start manoeuvring around quickly on the dusty ground. You've got a little bit of space here, so yeah, you can do it. But I'll make your attack at disadvantage because you're basically running around a lot rather than trying to open up their defenses.
Okay. So then if I attack then. Ooh, dear me. That's 5. No, it's not. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a miss.
Yeah. It certainly is.
It's a miss in either case. At this point, with your running around, I'm going to make a check to see if your passive perceptions notices it's the wrong Ardus. So you've all got a passive perception above 9.
Yep.
So you realise it's the wrong Ardus standing in the doorway. And at that point, he legs it. And the other Ardus just kind of meanders through the fight, following. Just avoids everyone, just following.
Okay, I'm still close to the doorway, aren't I?
You are quite close.
So I would stop the blue Ardus from following.
Do you have a reason for doing so?
Yes. Sorry.
Because you don't know he's under a spell.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's fair enough. I would just shout at him then. Artist, what the bloody hell are you doing? Get over here.
You let him get away. Get him.
If he doesn't respond, then I'll grab him because I want to know what the bloody hell's going on anyway.
Okay, well it's your turn now, and yeah, sure enough, he doesn't respond. He as you look closer at him, he appears to have saliva dripping down his face, and he's got his head tilted right over, watching the fingering of the other artists on his bagpipes.
Ooh. Oh, that's so much easier. I was doing it all wrong.
Okay, so there are two guys. Can I run past them with an Ordus to get towards the boat?
Sorry, so they're off to one side of the hut. So yeah, you don't have to worry about the two engaging Quillen if you intend to ignore them.
Yeah, so if I can pick up an Ordus and run with him to the boat.
Your own Ardus.
Yeah, the correct one, the blue one.
You could do that. You could do that.
Yeah.
Other Ardus turns and heads towards the town. Quillen. Oh, I didn't do the guys attacking you.
No.
Well, it's too late now. I missed it. Congratulations.
Woohoo. They're that intimidated by my miss.
Yeah.
Quillen, come on! I shout behind me.
I'll run after them.
At that point, you will generate opportunity attacks if you run after them.
Well, I can.
Daft in that sense. Oh, you're part rogue, aren't you?
Yes. Oh, it's a bonus action.
Are you second level rogue?
Yes. You can get a bonus action on each of your turn. Oh, that's a turn in combat. So it's not an action on my turn, though, is it? So because it's
it was your turn now. So you take a bonus action to disengage.
Yes.
An action to sprint, and then
I get a
dash.
Disengage action.
Oh, and then
a dash.
So movement and then an action to dash. Yeah, that's right. So yes, you disengage, fine, and the guards are like, oh, bloody hell, he's quick. Meanwhile, two more guards turn up in the entrance to the harbour and are running in, their metal armour clinging and clanging, and as they head into the harbour area. The two that have just been wrong-footed by Quillen are like, he's over there, and start chasing after you.
Okay, I'll shout, undo the ropes!
Ardus, you come to as Historic Ardus leaves range. So you've been dragged by Savannah. You find yourself in basically a furry blanket that's running.
What? Oh, Savannah? What's happened?
We're running again because of you.
What? What's happened?
We got guards. Are you still got your bagpipes? Get playing.
Yeah,
I wish I hadn't said that.
All right. I'm on it. So I start playing the infamous sleep music.
Okay. Let's have 5d8 then.
Yeah. I have rolled rather well. Okay. 6, 12, 18, plus 15 is 28.
Okay, the two guys who Quillen were fighting...
38, isn't it? 18 plus 15.
30.
Yeah, it's definitely over 30.
33.
The two guys who Quillen were fighting, they both fall asleep. The two guys running into the harbour, however, they are still chasing, but they're a few extra turns behind. So you scramble on board the boat, hurriedly undoing the mooring ropes. You then all of you get off the boat, start pushing it to get some momentum going, and then hopping on at the last moment and getting just out of range of the halberds as they thrust forward as you all scramble onto the deck and you get into the river. They go, quick, to the boat!
Quick, get the sail up, get the sail up.
Cullen, do your stuff, yeah.
You spin the boat around in the harbour mouth, get the sail up, and start tacking out. And by the time you leave the harbour mouth, there are 2 guardsmen in a boat chasing you, realising they're outnumbered and they don't want to catch you up. They, in fact, turn around to pick up more guardsmen. So you're going to have like a 20-minute lead on these guys by the time they get themselves going. And you head off. You are, however, short on supplies now.
Yeah.
I didn't think I did bad there coming up with a fairly comprehensive set of evidence on the spot.
Did everything we could to get out of it.
Well, you didn't let it go to court and actually meet the surprise witness.
Oh.
The thing, but yeah.
See, I said I wanted to see the witness, but you were like, oh, you need to see him.
You could have done a whole interrogate the witness, but no, it's like ridiculous claims. Denial, denial, denial. There's hordes of dead people upriver.
Yeah, so I'm wondering actually which direction we should head. Maybe we should head upriver.
Or rather than downstream.
Yeah, Quillen, we need to prove that this is your boat, surely.
We want to go back past the town. No, we'll have to go back past them. They'll be chasing down after us. And
well, I'm sort of saying this before we get out the harbour mouth.
Well, I mean, it depends which way the wind's blowing.
Yeah. Okay.
If we're
So that we're still heading towards the finale location.
Okay.
That's where Quillen wants to go.
Okay.
I don't know why you don't want to prove this is your boat.
It's my boat, you know.
Yeah, so
I've got it.
Prove it.
Okay, you head down river, and it will be, I think, probably 2 days until anything interesting happens. So, because guards don't catch you up right away, and you spend the night moored up by the side of the river, and yeah, it does that. Nothing untoward happens for once, and you actually get a night's rest. You're now starting to actually feel a bit hunger, and so you've kind of got this choice to make. Do you go ashore and hunt for food on land? Do you try and fish in the river, given what you saw they did to that guy? Or do you, or press on, and stuff, bearing in mind you're being chased and you're chasing. It's the conga line of very distant death.
Okay, so firstly, does Quillen have anything on board to replace the weapons that we lost, or at least I lost?
What did you lose?
Well, I assume they took everything, so both arm blades are lost.
Oh, you didn't stop to pick them up?
No, but I can also use short swords and things like that, and darts.
Don't think we ever said, have we, what's on the boat?
No, you've got no weapons on board the boat. So only what you picked up.
Quillen, what the bloody hell are you doing?
A cutlass. A cutlass between you.
My weapons.
Oh dear.
I'm going to have to go back to that blacksmith and go in to make me some arm blades now.
We can't go back up the river past those people. That's just the wrong thing to do.
Waste of space.
We need to go down the river and find some way of buying or...
You know, Quillen, is that 2 days sail, also 1 day sail from here is the warehouses at Eton Far.
Yeah,
So
it's
you could probably pick something up there.
There's a bigger town down the river. We can stop there.
Actually, a ruined city. So if you're not stopping to hunt for food...
How far is it? Is it a couple of days?
It'll be 1 day from where you are. Because you've done your day sailing away from Riverside. You're now out of provisions, and Eton Far is another day away.
Okay, so can we do trailing lines as we go down the river? Do you have any hooks and lines on board, Quillen?
You can scramble something
yes.
together for that, yeah. So let's have survival rolls from anyone who's fishing. Well, you can run 2
We'll
lines.
take it.
So.
Yeah,
I'll be
okay.
steering.
Okay.
You can ask me to send an email or send a text message.
I wasn't touching it. I don't understand Siri.
Okay, I don't understand fishing at all.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's the Bluetooth headset. But no, I have Bluetooth turned on. I don't know why. Siri just decides to interrupt occasionally, but only when playing D&D and live casting.
She wants to join in.
Yeah, you've got enough to run 2 lines off the back of the boat, so you can roll
Okay.
effectively for each of them.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't catch a flea with that.
I'm steering.
So far as whoever can roll the other line.
Yeah. So are we out of provisions from our explorers pack, etc.?
Yeah, it's all gone. You've been like months on that stuff now, so.
Yeah.
And it was a plot point. You run out. You run out of food when the story says you do.
I shouldn't have eaten so much that night.
Is anyone rolling for the other line?
All
Well,
right.
it has to be Argus. Yeah.
What's my roll? Survival.
Yeah.
Okay. 7. I
Okay.
never said I could do boats.
Or
They're
fishing.
much better on land. Look, I can see a rabbit over there.
You arrive a day later in Eton Far, starving, which is 1 level of exhaustion.
I knew you were going to do that.
Eton Far was a city hundreds of years ago. The ground underneath it was undermined by creatures known as boglins. They're essentially swamp goblins. You've met goblins before in this world. They eat the earth and turn it to mud. Well, those boglins lived underneath Eton Far, destabilizing it. The city started crumbling and falling. So now Eton Far is this once great city that's now just crumbled ruins. However, since the swamp is no longer navigable by deep draft vessels, it's okay with yours, but a lot of the bigger ships can't go through here. What they tend to do is that there's some warehouses at Eton Far and a small community that maintain them. And the big ships will run up and down the Drek Thumar, and they'll run barges through the swamp. They tend to go in convoys because of the risk of boglin attack. So that's what you know, Quillen, as you arrive at Eton Far, and you see the lights of the warehouse district, and your former boat is in the harbour. Dun, 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 with your old friends on board. And
Yes.
at that moment, I think we'll draw a close to the night's proceedings.
Oh,
No.
yeah. That was good.
Oh, it
I
is.
hope you
looking
all
forward to
enjoyed that. And are we all
Yes.
free next Tuesday?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
come.
problem. Tuesdays at all.
Yes, I will be in Warwick.
I have problems with Tuesdays in general for the summer, but I can make every other one.
Okay, so you can't make next
No,
Tuesday.
I can make next week, but not the following Tuesday, if you see what I mean.
Okay. So, we'll see you next Tuesday, people. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll be doing other videos in between. I still have a few recorded from ages back that I'm still just trickling out, but I'm going to record some more soon as well, so yes, I'm going to get the miniatures back out. So, you'll be seeing more videos on the channel soon. Hope you're enjoying it, and we'll be back next week for episode 15. 15. Seriously,
Ooh.
that's like we're practically engaged now.
Well, that's what happens when we don't follow up on the plots.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, it's coming. You know, you've only got about a month left till you're caught up in time to where you travelled back.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
going
gonna be
to be more
interesting.
confusing.
Well, I didn't travel back. I don't know anything about that, do I? Really?
Well, only where Ardus has confused you with it is the only survivor who travelled back, and due to your own interference, you're very definitely on a different path now. So what happens when Ardus doesn't travel back? I'll leave you to think about that for an entire week. So until then, bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Bye.